AYOO! Welcome back to another episode of the Rap Dad Podcast. I'm Junes, and as always, across from me,
hey, it's fucking Melancholy, man.
Damn Strizzy.
That's me.
You know what it is. You know what it is.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for downloading, listening, subscribing to the YouTube, leaving a 5-star rating and review, and
all the thumbs up and hearts. And
yeah, following us on Instagram. And if you haven't done any of that, then
what are you doing at this point?
should be doing that.
Yeah.
Should be doing that right now. And if you want to follow us on Instagram, follow us at the Rap Dad Podcast.
Bam.
You can follow me at Reno Junes.
Bam.
And you can follow Melancholy at Melancholy775.
Bam.
Easy as that. And if you're lazy, it's all down in the description.
It's right there.
Bam, 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 bam. Fucking triple bam.
Triple bam.
Yeah.
Fucking
so
Bam Margera, that dude.
straight fucking bam like Emerald.
Fucking gave it the Bam Bam Bigelow treatment.
Fucking the Flintstones. Fucking bam, bam.
Bam.
Peter Griffin. Bam, bam. So, yeah, wintertime, holidays. Hope everybody had a good Christmas.
Yes.
You guys are probably getting prepped for the New Year's. And our holidays haven't happened yet
To be decided.
because this is pre-recorded. This is being recorded in the middle of October.
Yes.
In fact, the last, I think, 6 or 7 episodes have all been pre-recorded.
It's been a busy month.
Very much so. The reason we pre-recorded all of these episodes to last the end of the year is because Melancholy
It's me.
no longer lives in Reno.
Yeah, by the
or
time
Nevada.
you hear this, it's been 2 months.
Yeah, he now lives in Utah.
Yes.
He moved away end of October, so pretty much all of the episodes that you watched through
Since October forward.
Yeah, pretty much have all been pre-recorded.
Yep.
We wanted to finish the year out, obviously. We didn't want to just end abruptly and be like, hey, sorry about this. You know, we wanted to make sure we did our due diligence.
Yes.
You know.
Professional, if nothing else.
Yes, I feel like we owe it to you guys.
Yes.
You know, I feel like we owe it to ourselves. You know, we put a lot of work into this. It's come a long way. There's some listeners out there who have been listening since the beginning. And obviously you can tell.
A lot of episodes, man.
Yeah, man. Almost 80. Because we have a bunch of bonus episodes that we did. Yeah, it's I mean, by the time this comes out, it'll be over 80 episodes.
Yeah.
That we did. You know, the beginning was real fucking rough.
It's crazy.
You could tell
man.
the audio. We were using different mics. We didn't know what the fuck we were doing. I mean,
3-hour-long episodes like we're Joe Rogan or something.
yeah, dude, crazy shit, dude. Just like it was just like the first 10 episodes were really quiet because I didn't know how to fucking. Didn't know what I was doing.
Yep.
I was like, I turned it up so loud and then it would just be quiet.
Yep.
And then we started doing video and like, you know, and a lot of you guys have gone through the gauntlet with us. So thank you for sticking around.
Not only that,
you know.
but you guys have, you know, other than that, me and you are pretty private, hermit-like people. So some people have gotten to know us just from us talking shit on this.
Yeah, you guys kind of know our personalities and, you know, our characteristics, the shit we like, the shit we don't like, you know, our music taste, obviously, because we have, I mean, reviewed
so much
music. I mean, the last 3 years, I haven't listened to that much music since I was like young, discovering hip hop.
Right? Yeah, like new music.
Yes.
Like I probably would never have looked out for.
So much different shit. You know, most of it I liked.
Which
you know, which
again,
is pretty good.
if you're wondering why there haven't been any album reviews, these are all pre-recorded in October.
Yes,
We can't do one every single week.
Especially especially because it's like, how come they're not doing any of the new albums?
Exactly.
That are coming?
Yeah.
It's
Exactly.
like, well, this is why. So that's part of the reason why we actually got asked that. People were like, "You guys just taking a break from it?" It's like, well, we have to in order to make the content at least contentable.
Exactly.
You know,
Yeah.
otherwise we're reviewing albums that are relevant at the time. So
Exactly.
yeah, so it is what it is. But if you're listening to this and you're like, well, is this the last episode? It might be. We don't know yet.
TBD.
Yeah, we don't know. At the time we're recording this, we have a plan that we're going to be using a different platform where it's going to be obviously like Zoom, but way better than Zoom. Mm-hmm. It's a different program and platform, and it's supposed to be really user friendly. It looks good. It sounds good. but it's just figuring out all of the details, uploading it. Can we upload the audio separated from the video? Can we upload the video as easy as we can now? How it all works. But if
we won't know until I get to Utah, which
he hasn't done
if you're
yet.
Listening to this, I'm already in Utah.
Yeah. We've been working on it.
Yeah.
If you're listening to this or watching
it's like
this,
Inception,
Yeah.
Talking
We've
about
been
the
working
future, but the future is the past. There's a lot happening right now.
Yeah. So it might be a little bit confusing, but
we're working on it. We're working on it.
You guys will know, by listening to this, listening to our episodes and following us on Instagram, if we're going to continue this, because we'll be like, next week episode.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we're going to be giving some thank yous. So we don't know right now if it's the last episode or not. But I'll say if it is, it's been really fucking dope.
Yeah, man.
It's been a crazy amount of work. It's considering, especially this last month because we're recording so much.
Yeah.
It's, 4 or 5 days a week that I'm doing shit, uploading videos, just and trying to organize the stuff we're going to be posting later.
Yeah.
Is making sure that's done and ready to go. But at the same time, I'm kind of excited because I get a little bit of a break.
Yeah.
Because we do this at my house. People come here.
We've been doing this for 3 years now, man.
Yeah,
it's
3
the
years.
first time we're gonna actually have some time off. Not
time.
like just like a week here.
Yeah,
or there,
we'll take an episode off, which gives us 2 weeks. But
yeah.
We'll still be working on the new platform and seeing how it works, but it gives a little bit of a break. So I'm excited for that.
For sure, yeah.
I get to focus on music.
And you guys got a lot coming up too. Well, by the time this airs, a lot of it's already happened.
Yeah,
but
we open up for Living Legends and Brother Ali. We're working on a song with some I can't even say because I don't know if it's going to happen yet.
Yeah.
So it's it's weird.
Exactly.
But
yeah.
We got a lot of shit going on, and if you are listening to this on December 28th when it comes out, we do have a show tomorrow night. We're opening up for Mickey Avalon.
Oh, there you go.
And it's going to be at the Cypress. It'll be a sold out show. So get your tickets if you see us start posting about that. Or if you don't have tickets yet and you're listening to it, you might be able to get a ticket at the door. But it sold out mad quick last time.
Yeah.
But he's the homie now. So it's we'll play some shows with him.
Hell yeah.
And then we also got some shows coming up February 3rd, opening up for Afro Man as well at the Virginia Street Brew House. So we have some shows coming up still. I'm still going to promote my shit. But yeah, man. It's
we're pretty confident that this won't be the end, but we never know.
Yeah. See, so the reason that I even found the platform that we want to use is because our fellow friends at the bomb shelter contacted me and they said, "Hey, we're going to be doing some interviews with some rappers, and we'd like to test run this program and see how it works. We know you have an interface and you have a mic and you do podcasts, so can we test run it with you?" So they sent me the link and I downloaded it, and you just run it right off the computer, the laptop camera, and just interface a microphone, and it's super high quality. It uploads while you're recording it. So it's supposed to be super, super easy. It looks good. It sounds good.
Yep.
So if it all works out, we've had a lot of local guests because we do everything in person.
Exactly.
And that will change massively because
open up our horizons.
Yeah, we'll be having MCs that we open up for that we've met in the past. Our touring friends from all over the goddamn place. So it's potentially going to make our podcast grow a lot more.
Yeah. For sure.
And that's what we're working towards. We're not just like, it's the end of it,
Yeah, no. We just got a couple questions that just can't be answered right now. They have to wait till I'm actually there.
Until we start working on it and figuring the process out.
Exactly.
With this podcast,
2 months of practice.
It took us, we started recording, when we first did this, we started recording episodes in October and didn't release anything until January.
Exactly. At your computer desk over there.
Yeah, exactly.
Both sitting on the corner of it.
With no room. Just
no room, boom mics.
So
and
we got to figure it out. It's like almost starting at square one in a way.
Sure.
Because it's all a new process. But we're going to do what we can for you. And we have
and we don't want it to end, right?
No.
So it's like we're going to do everything we can to keep it going. So.
Absolutely. On my end, I'm stoked about it.
Yeah.
It's like we already have all the equipment. Just got to get this guy a fucking ring light. That's it.
Yeah.
Other than that.
Oh, yeah. Mine's the one that died. Huh?
Yeah. Yours is broken.
Fuck it. It's like $10.
Yeah. But, it is what it is. We appreciate the support either way. And obviously, if we do have this new platform, we need you guys to go extra hard on it so we know that it's actually worth doing it.
That's for not.
Yeah.
That's not for not? That it's not for not?
I know what saying you're trying to say. I don't know how to say it right, though. That it's not for not. I think that's it.
Want to make sure that it's for not? That it's not.
We don't speak
I
well.
don't fucking know, man.
Yeah,
you know
rappers.
what I'm trying to say.
We're rappers. We don't know shit, though.
Exactly. You know what I'm trying to say.
No, but considering that it's not even Halloween yet,
Yeah.
while we're recording this, and this is coming out, between Christmas and New Year's.
Yep.
I wonder what it's going to be like in Utah. Probably cold and snowy.
Yeah, man.
Just like it's going to be here.
I imagine so. We've been there before for Thanksgiving and Christmas, and it wasn't snowy when we were there. That doesn't mean that it didn't snow.
They got the Wasatch Mountains or whatever around Utah.
It's gonna be a whole new world for me,
dude.
man. I'm gonna have to fucking use my GPS to get everywhere and everything like that.
Well, everybody says, when you go into the city, because you're not going to be living in Salt Lake, but I imagine you'll be, there often.
I'm basically going to be...
It's on a grid.
Yeah, exactly. I'm basically going to be in a Sparks version of...
Exactly.
I'm not telling you guys so you don't fucking stalk me,
But I've been to Salt Lake several times doing shows there. And
it's on a grid. It's on a number system.
Yeah.
So it'll be like 32 east, 436 south.
And everybody's like, it's so easy to get around when you talk. It's like a grid. And I'm like, your addresses don't make sense.
Yeah.
That's not an address.
Theoretically,
that's a direction.
Yeah, theoretically, in my mind, it makes sense. So we'll see how it actually... We'll talk about it once I'm actually there.
But it's crazy because it sounds like every house and address is on a corner.
Sure, yeah. When you say it like that, yeah. 36 west, 25 north,
Yes.
Yeah. It's like GPS coordinates.
Dude,
know what I mean?
It is. But and I've been there several times, and I drink quite a bit, especially when I was playing shows like that. I get real fucking hammered there. So can't say I really tried to find my way around and understand it, but it's never made sense, dude. Like trying to find the venue. If you didn't have GPS coordinates, dude, I would never be able to find anything.
I don't know. We'll see. It makes sense to me, but whether the application of it will be weird, because that's how Portland is set up too. But they just actually have like street names, but it's like I don't remember exactly right now, but it's like streets I think are on the east side of the river. Avenues are on the west side of the river, and they run north-south, and then named streets run east-west.
Okay.
If I remember correctly.
That's a little bit easier.
Anybody listens to this from Portland,
they're like, you're wrong.
If I fuck that up, I'm sorry. But that general idea, so.
Oh, damn. Well.
So I imagine that's the same thing. They probably have a main street that's kind of like the home base, and then like, so you would go east of that, west of that, depending on where the fuck you're trying to go. I have no idea. I'm going to have to GPS my way goddamn everywhere.
Yeah. But that's a cool thing about living somewhere new is it's an adventure.
That is definitely going to be
regardless of, I always looked at it when we would go on those small tours and stuff. We would go wander around and fucking climb hills and do all types of crazy shit. It was an adventure. We didn't know where the fuck we were at. Everything was new.
Yeah.
Everything. We would be in a neighborhood.
Yeah.
Where there's just houses and be like, man, these trees are cool. Like, because it's something new, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So never seen a tree like that before.
Yeah. Oh, man, that's weird. It's wet. Yeah, it's fucking raining. You're in Ashland, you idiot. No, it's going to be cool because you get to experience that and explore shit with your son and go to, like, new parks and places. And, like, so that's going to be really, really cool.
I'm stoked about that because, it's not, it's still a major city, but it's not like... it's not like fucking San Francisco or something.
No, but it is a hub.
But because
for
of
like
that,
an airport and shit, it's a big city.
So because of that, they've got a zoo there. They got the aquarium there. They got it, and with it being
the Mormons.
Yeah, with it being a Mormon ran place, like
they've got the temple there.
Super family oriented. You remember when we were drunk as fuck, just walking around the temple, just like in awe of it, like how it's a beaueful building.
Crazy,
dude. Super crazy.
Just nuts.
Yeah. I'm surprised we didn't get like struck by lightning or something,
Well, it's because Mormons don't have a real God.
Yeah,
some enough. John Smith or some shit, some dude.
Yeah. Well, yeah,
knocking on your door or some shit.
But yeah, like there's gonna be a ton of like stuff there's gonna be more stuff for me to take August to go and do.
Oh yeah,
there than there is here. There's a handful of things here, but
it's only it's limited.
Reno's an adult place,
It is. It's a tourist town.
It's a tourist town.
Casinos and gambling and
geared
shit.
towards adults, So it's like you got like couple of trampoline parks. You got the Discovery Museum and everything, and we got the membership. But it's like he's been there so many times now.
Yeah.
We go there, he's cool for like an hour, and then we leave.
And it's like shouts to them because they always like change what they're doing. It's like it'll be like,
although it's been
dinosaurs,
that fucking fish thing for like goddamn
it's the solar
6
thing
months,
right now.
dude. Oh, they finally changed it?
Yeah, it's been because they just had the solar eclipse the other day.
Oh, okay.
It's been the solar eclipse for the last couple of weeks. We got glasses from there and watched the solar eclipse the other morning. It's like last Sunday.
I might have to take him tomorrow then.
It was cool. We stood right out here and watched the solar eclipse happen with the glasses on.
Oh, nice.
And he got to see like,
nice.
It's fucking cool.
That's cool. Yeah, the last time I was there was the fish thing, and it was the fish thing for like 6 months. I feel
it was, yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
The prehistoric fucking, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, it was that forever. But that's the thing about it is it's like this. They do like 3 a year.
We tried
it's like
to
the same thing over for a long time.
We tried to name the dinosaur in there, but they didn't pick us. They picked. Have you seen it? They picked like Gerald or something like that. It's like cool. August's suggestion was Shuka Shuka. And I was like, that's a way better name.
For a dinosaur? Are you kidding me?
Shuka Shuka.
Dude, absolutely.
So we didn't get picked. Fucking Gerald.
Man, you know what Remy has? A terrible skill at naming things. Because it'll be like a blue cat, and he'll be like, blue cat.
Nice.
It's like, how about something like wizard or something? He's like, how about catty?
Catty?
Yeah, it's always something like that.
Yeah.
It's like, all right.
He's like, okay, dark blue cat.
Yeah, it's so, like, that's pretty on the nose, but okay.
August was doing that for a minute, but now he just, like, speaks gibberish. So it's like, what do you want to name him? He's like, Marsha Busha Bisha Basha.
You're like, cool.
All right, cool.
All right, Marsha Busha Bisha
Yeah,
Basha.
we're rolling with it. Why not?
Have to write it down to remember it.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh. So as far as living in Utah, I got to ask you this.
It's great. I love it.
No. As far as when you go there, do you have any plans on, like, have you thought about, like, music-wise? Because recording situations are completely different.
Yeah.
So everything changes, and obviously playing live shows.
I've given it some thought. I think that like I don't want to get into the I guess like the reasons or the circumstances or anything like that, but I think it's going to free me up a little bit more to be able to focus on music a little bit more, take some of the pressure off of me, I guess.
Yep.
So I'm hoping I'll be able to write a bit more, which will be great. Recording wise, I'm never going to mix and do it myself or whatever. So I could, record it on this and then send it out to fucking Wig or something like that. Her brother, he's been in so many different bands. I'm not sure which one is the right one right now. So my apologies, Holden, but, he's in a ton of bands. They do a bunch of recording and stuff like that as well. So I know that he's got like a rapper friend. So
I also know some rappers out there I can hook you up with.
Yeah. Well, so
Dumb Luck, Burnell Washburn.
Yeah. I just meant like recording wise. They do a lot of the recording and stuff themselves. So he at least knows how to record hip hop. So maybe that's an option.
Yeah, especially because you don't need a whole lot if you're obviously. Glass Tongue, we just record here.
Exactly, yeah.
But we have a nice interface and a decent mic, and that's all you really need. If you're not mixing and mastering, you're not doing it.
Exactly.
As long as the recording quality is decent.
Exactly. So, we'll see. And then live shows, I always love performing. It's one of my fucking favorite things to do, So, I would, and regrettably, I didn't do enough of it the last 2-3 years, It's like, I play like 2-3 shows maybe.
Yeah.
So, I think, I don't know. I think with things calming down and like figuring some shit out in my personal life, I'll feel good about getting back out and actually.
Yeah.
And it'll be cool. I love playing in places where like people don't fucking know me as well. That's part of my favorite thing is to like win over a crowd.
All new territory.
Exactly. So, yeah, I know you got the hookup out there and I get most of my shows because of you anyways. Yeah. But, so that, I think there's definitely a lot of opportunities. So I don't see myself stopping, obviously. If anything, maybe picking up a bit more than I have been the last year or two. So fingers crossed.
Yeah, fucking A. You thought about just upgrading your equipment, recording yourself?
Because
you just need a better mic.
I think that's definitely an option. There's some things that need to be taken care of first, but once those are, then I don't see why not. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
because your interface is fine.
Yeah.
You just need it like a good mic.
Yeah, exactly.
You spend like $500 on a mic, dude. You'd be
Exactly.
fucking good, dude.
So once I get to a place where I could afford to spend $500 on a mic,
yeah,
I don't see why not. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I feel you. Trust me. That's the reason that I haven't bought a new mic and we use Morales.
Yeah.
It's because I'm like, dude, I can't just be like, here's $500 on this thing that I use 4 times a year. Like,
exactly.
It's an investment, but it's like that's also. You have to weigh how much you're going to utilize it. Like, are you going to get your money worth out of it? And then are you just going to be holding on to it? Or are you going to have to try to sell it later? Like,
exactly.
That's the main reason I was like, I'm not going to buy one of those Neumanns yet. You know? They're only like $600 or $700. And I was like, oh, we could use that. It would be nice. But it's like, we also only release like 4 songs a year.
Yeah, you gotta have that return on investment.
Absolutely.
Right? You know?
Yep. So no, I'm excited for it because, you know, new stuff is always cool, but it's like it gives you that fresh kind of almost like when you start rapping again, you know, or when you first started rapping, you know, you're getting in the scene, you get that nervous feeling kind of like as you like don't know anybody, you don't know your place, you don't know how you're going to fit in, you know, once you do it for years, you know the shows you play and
exactly,
you know what I'm saying? So it's like you get that comfortability. So that's such a cool feeling. Like, it's almost like playing a show, and it is playing a show in a different city.
Exactly, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So we'll see. Yeah. And then also, like, I'm not done in Reno either. You know, I'll be back to obviously visit, but, you know.
Nope, you're never allowed back.
Record and do all that good stuff. And anytime you guys have something and you want me on it, then I'm here. You know what I mean? So.
December 7th, we're playing with Living Legends. Come back out. You could do a verse. Well, we don't have more than that, so.
Exactly. So.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's I'm excited for it.
And now you guys have an excuse to book a show in Utah and fucking come out there.
Utah's fucking hard to book, man.
Well, I'm just saying now you have an excuse.
You can go fucking play with fucking the energy moon crystals. Trying to play with some fucking rappers.
Yeah.
Not some fucking weirdos. I love them. They're all nice, but it's like we're just not on the same wavelength.
Yeah, that'll happen, man.
Yeah, but Utah is strange because, I mean, I haven't been there since I don't drink like I do now. I played other shows in other places, plenty of them, but I haven't been there. And it was always so weird there because obviously they're like 3-2 alcohol and they have all these weird restrictions.
Yep.
So every time I'd go there, they'd be like, you can't order a double shot of whiskey.
Yeah.
You can't order 2 shots of whiskey, but you can order 1 shot of whiskey and 1 shot of something else. Yeah. And you can take both of them. So it's like, oh, okay, then I'll just mix my alcohol then.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, because they also won't serve you a shot back to back. You can't take the shot and go, let me get another shot.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's like...
Yeah, I remember...
So it used to be... I used to be so drunk all the time, I never got to like actually really enjoy it that much, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like if we could do some stuff out there, it'd be fucking cool to actually experience Salt Lake.
For sure,
because it's a cool city. Like all the architecture and everything.
It's beautiful
if I admire it when I'm drunk, I probably like it when I'm sober.
Yeah. And then I just remember me, you, and Libs wandering around downtown fucking drunk trying to find a bar, and it took us forever to find one.
Dude, I couldn't find a place to buy beer at.
Yeah.
Like it's weird being from Reno.
Yeah.
Being from a state that is, 24 hours and you can buy liquor at gas stations.
And you get that feeling when you go other places, but then you go to like Utah where it's extra
lockdown.
Strict, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Like I always get fucked in California because I forget. Mm-hmm. It's like they don't sell liquor after a certain time. You can't get. You can only buy beer. They don't sell it after 2.
Yep.
I forget that, and I'm always like, God damn it! But when you go to Utah, you're like, oh,
yeah.
Am I a piece of shit? No, they're fucking weird. They are weird.
That's yeah, man. That's why when we were on tour or whatever, we always had to make sure we went to like the store before the show. That way we actually had something to drink after the show. You know?
Yeah, always, dude.
Be prepared.
You have to.
Yeah.
Because if you're trying to party afterwards and wander around,
those 2 drink tickets don't last long.
No, dude. And if everything's closed, it's like,
yep.
Yeah, no. I remember one time me and Libs went there. It was when we had Morale with us. And it was the No Nux tour. Uh-huh. And we played like with David Dalla G. But we were there and we were trying to find a place that served alcohol and dinner. And we sat at the bar and they wouldn't serve us hard alcohol at the bar while we were eating.
That's so weird.
Dude, it was so fucking weird. We had to like buy porters beer. So we were like, what is the strongest beer you have? So we're just drinking the coffee fucking
that's
syrup.
thick ass. molasses beer.
Yeah, for like fucking moose drool or fucking. It was worse than that.
It's like, why did I even order food? I'm already full off of this beer.
4 pieces of bread.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, it was fucking gnarly. And then that was before we went to the show to rap. Fucking so dumb. But everything there is like, if you party, it's not the place. No, not for you. It's not.
Which I don't party anymore.
But you know, it's crazy because they have like a really bad drug epidemic like any big city.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's really weird. It's like, because they have that line where it's like, you're not allowed to do anything. Everything closes. They only serve, but then there's like heroin addicts.
Yeah.
So it's fucking really crazy.
Exactly.
It's weird. It's like almost like you're like, you don't expect it because everything's so locked down. You're like, oh, nope, it's a big city.
Yeah,
still.
I guess you kind of like expect it here because you're like, everything's fucking allowed here.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? But like, no, I totally get it.
Yeah. So it's strange there, but yeah, with it being such a, I mean, it's way bigger than Reno.
Do you think so? Mm-hmm. Is it?
Yes, very much so. It's a lot bigger than Reno.
Okay.
And
I knew it was bigger. I didn't think it was like
it's quite a bit bigger, especially with all of the outside cities like Cotton Heights and like all of the fucking
West Valley, South Jordan, all that stuff. You put them all together.
Yeah, exactly. It's like becomes I mean, a lot of shit to do, and it's also like wilderness based.
Yeah,
because it's got mountains like this. So
every time I've
been in the summertime, there's shit to do. Yeah. But the smog that sits over Salt Lake City is crazy. Yeah. When you're driving in, you can see it just sitting over the top of the city.
Yeah.
Because they're in a bowl. Because there's the giant mountains. Yep. Yeah. So it's crazy. You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah. And I always think like every time I've been there, and obviously, you know, it's not going to be Salt Lake proper, but like driving through those like suburbs and everything, it just is like kind of like strip mall after strip mall after strip mall after like, or like shopping, not necessarily strip mall, but like shopping square, you know, after shopping square after shopping square. So there's like fucking 30 Targets in one area or whatever the case may be. So yeah.
Very suburban.
Definitely very suburban.
Yeah, suburban sprawl. Fucking happening big time there. Yep. But it's cool because you get to, I mean, you've been here your entire life, dude. Yeah. Besides when you lived in Portland for what, a year and a half?
Yeah.
Or whatever. Yeah. It's like, and that's cool because Portland's way different than anywhere else. It's its own fucking, it's like being at fucking Burning Man for a year or some shit. It's fucking crazy there. And you lived there before it got all fucking now it's like an apocalypse,
it's like
dude.
Fucking wasteland up there.
Yeah, so you lived there when it was pretty fucking dope. It was cool, you know. Got to come hang out with you 2 different times, I think.
Still keep Portland weird, not necessarily like what it's become.
Yeah. Please get Portland sober.
Exactly. Yeah. It needs to go to rehab.
I'm sure you've seen this, but they have this thing in I think it might be in Oregon, but I know for sure it's in Portland, where they give you 5 cents for a water bottle, an empty water bottle. So people are going and buying 24 packs of water for $3 and like going in the parking lot and just dumping all the water out. And then or stealing the water too.
I guess if you're stealing the water, it would make sense.
You don't get it was something to where they would get the water and make money off it. And there's people filming them just dumping out cases and cases of water in the parking lot to go turn it in for their 5 cents a water bottle to go buy drugs. Yeah.
So they're not the only state that does that sort of thing. And
well, I mean, every state has like a recycling thing.
Yeah.
Like,
so all that
Oregon,
it is,
10 cents. That's what it is right there.
Okay, yeah.
10 cents.
All that it is though, because I was stoked on that when I moved there. I was like, fuck yeah, I'm going to be a recycling monster. I'm going to like just make so much goddamn money, you know? You're getting your money back. Now, if they're stealing the water, then they're making money. But other than that, you're paying the deposit for
No, they were junkies, so I don't think they were buying it.
So they probably stole it and then got some money back. But if you and I were to go to the store and you buy that case of water, the deposit for that is built into it. So if you get a 24 pack at 10 cents a thing, then you're paying an extra $2.40. Yeah. So then when you return it, you get that $2.40 back. So you're not necessarily making money. In fact, if you don't return it, you're losing money.
I was going to say, you get, which is, I saw that thing and I was like, that's fucking crazy to think about. Like, there's Flint, Michigan still doesn't have clean water, but there's these fucking heroin junkies that are just dumping out cases of water in the parking lot of the grocery store they're stealing it from to go trade it in so they can buy drugs.
So they get fucking $10.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy. It's like, all right, dude.
That's like a big hustle too. Like not necessarily, like obviously like drug addicts are going to find a way to get money regardless.
Yep.
But they're, cause like, so yeah, so what, 10 cents in Oregon. So it might be like 5 cents in California. So there are people who will just save up for months in California.
It says CACRV, so I don't even know if you get money from it.
Okay. Well, let's just, for sake of argument, you get the case of water with that 5 cent deposit per bottle in California. People will just store it up for months and months and months, and then take a big box truck up to Oregon, and then go and recycle it there. And like people can get arrested for that and everything. It's some sort of fraud. I don't remember.
It's so crazy.
So you do that, and then
imagine like going to prison.
You're making money exactly at that point.
The government's like, nah, fool, we need our cut.
Yeah,
it's like, god damn, you greedy motherfuckers!
Yeah.
Like, you see how much work we're doing just to make an extra fucking couple bucks? We have to do this because you already take everything from us.
Exactly. I think it was like what
you in for?
It was such a long time ago that I read the article.
State to state water.
State to state recycling.
Wait, what? Fool?
Illegal recycling. No,
I'm trying to save the earth.
So
shit.
I think that's what it was. The article I read a long time ago. It was somebody doing that here because we don't have that here, right?
Yeah.
So they would just save up for fucking months at a time or whatever, fill up a box truck, and then go over to California.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, there's aluminum recycling here, but it's like per pound.
Yeah.
It's not per can. Because at the skate park, there's a lady that comes every single Sunday, and she comes through and she digs through every single trash can there and pulls out every single can.
Damn.
And she's this little Asian lady, and she comes through every Sunday, and she has a cart with that she just has full. She'll put them on the ground, she'll smash them, she picks them up, puts them in her cart, and she has a cart that's full of them. Damn. And that's her hustle. So she does it per pound, but you can't make that much money off a pound of aluminum. Was it like $4 or something?
I don't think. For me, I just feel like there's no way that it's worth the effort, right?
Dude, because she's just walking around, hauling the shit around, going
for
park
like
to
hours.
park all day long, probably.
For like, who knows? Maybe she's making some money off of it. And that's
when she goes to the skate park, she goes through every trash can, and she's there probably for 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Digging through all the shit.
See, the thing for me is having to dig through the trash. I'm not going to do that.
Well, she has this grabber thing where she just pulls everything. She doesn't touch any of it. She has a whole system, but still, it's the same. It's so. I still don't. I watch her all the time, and it's time consuming. So what I do, because I always drink some claws when I'm skateboarding, is when I'm done drinking them, I just step on them and leave them by my chair. And then when she comes, I'm like, "Here you go." She's like,
"Nice."
Smile. She's a tiny, tiny little person.
Yeah.
I'm like, You might be a midget. You might be a little
borderline.
person.
Borderline.
Yeah, borderline fucking quarter size. Well, shit, dude. I hope Utah's treating you well. You're not really here. This is a ghost of him.
This is the ghost of
the internet. But we're going to take a break real quick. We'll be back. We're going to be bullshitting because it might be the last episode. Yeah. But we'll be back in a second. All right. We are back. Oh man, so we can talk about this a little bit since it'll probably already be out and we'll be promoting it one way or another. You went and sat down with Wig.
I did, yeah.
You went and did his sound check. And you guys did the song that you guys have together.
Moby Dick. Uh-huh.
It's the whale scale. Fucking yeah. So let's talk about that a little bit. Because I'm sure by now, with it, this episode coming out in December, he'll have one or two other episodes out of that.
Sure, yeah.
But you were the second episode.
Man.
And so, how was that experience? Was it fun? Was it enjoyable? How'd it go down? Let's talk about it a little bit.
Yeah, first, shouts to Cash Hill. Shouts to Wig and Albie, man. They're fucking professionals over there.
The homies.
Oh, yeah.
Super dope.
It was a fucking great time. It was so much fun, man. They have such a great atmosphere over there.
Yeah. It's like, it is hanging out with the homies.
Exactly.
So cool.
Exactly. So, definitely, I mean, they're still finding their footing. I was their second episode, you know? So it's like, they're more on track than we were second episode,
Well, I'm talking about your guys' performance.
Oh, the performance. Okay, not the podcast.
Because... do they have two separate names? Because I feel like the performance is called Sound Check.
Performance is Sound Check. The podcast is Cashin Up.
Okay, Cashin Up. Okay, let's talk about Sound Check. Let's talk about that first.
Oh, yeah. Super dope, man.
Because it's live.
It's live. They got all, a couple different angles. That way they can catch everything. And
lights and shit.
Lights, like totally, all out for the whole thing.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, you know, Wig, dude, he's like just so energetic whenever he raps and everything.
Very animated.
Yeah. He brings a whole nother level to it. So it was great. I mean, we did it in one take, so it's not like it was like some painful process or anything like that.
Were you comfortable? Like, because you're going to be on video.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it was great, you know, like, so I guess I don't want to say like to compare it to their first one because it's different, right? And everything. But like the first one they did was EP, you know, they were on the mic stands and everything like that.
Yeah.
On Moby Dick, we go back and forth a lot. So we were like, let's hold the mics instead of doing mic stands, give us a little bit more movement and everything
like
like
a live performance.
Yeah. Like a live performance. Exactly.
Yeah.
So, especially like we've only performed it one time at the ranch house. And like, even then we didn't really practice it. We just fucking did it.
Yeah.
Kind of what we did here. Like we ran through it a couple of times just to make sure that we knew the words and everything.
Yeah.
And we were good to go, man. And I haven't seen, as of right now, any of the footage yet. Cause he's still, it's only been like a week.
Okay.
So,
that's true.
So he's still pouring through all the footage and everything like that. So
he's got to edit the audio too, right?
Exactly.
It's live.
It's
so
live.
You're recording it.
Exactly.
So he has to engineer it too, right?
Yep. So, but it was great, man. It was fun. Like it felt good, you know?
Yeah. Was it weird holding a mic like this because you got to hold it straight at your face instead of like
it's definitely
a
little
microphone?
Weird. Yeah, it was definitely a little weird.
That's the only thing I could think. You're like, we were holding the mic, so it's
very proper. And there were the square mics.
You're an
too.
English rapper.
Yeah.
Good eye.
And it's the square mics too, so it's
Australian.
like it doesn't like quite fit the hand how you would expect it to.
Yeah, it's not comfortable.
Yeah,
because you're not supposed to hold those.
Exactly. Yeah, but and then like. During a live performance, you're moving around and everything like that. So I'm sure there were times I came in like it's too close, probably sounded a little hot. I don't know. That's for Wig to find out.
Yeah, absolutely. But I feel like, you know, with the one they did with ZP, they were going back and forth and they were stepping back from the mic and going into it too. Yeah. So I feel like that's, you know, something that he has already dealt with the first one.
Oh, sure, yeah. So. I mean, he knows what the fuck he's doing.
He's a professional now. Yeah. And then it comes with video, too. You know, I'll be recording it. Mm-hmm. I feel like that's got to be the most awkward thing because, you know, you record. You recorded plenty of times. But filming, like getting filmed while you're doing it, and like, for me, I feel like my co-pilot brain would be like, you're rapping and then be like, oh, he's filming, you gotta look like this, like thinking about 6 other things. So I feel like that would be,
I treated it like if I were on stage, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like you know, people are fucking recording you while you're on stage and everything like that. So it's just like, whatever, just do my thing. I think if you approach it like a recording session, then it's probably a little weird, right?
Yeah, I feel like, because it's not that.
Exactly.
It's a live in studio performance.
Exactly.
Is what it is, basically, you know? So that makes sense. True.
Yeah. So, I mean, by the time this comes out, who knows, they might have a different process, but they got all the different angles, everything like that. Albie's moving around with the live shots and everything like that. So it was great, man. They were fucking, you know, it was the second one. It's a new endeavor for them. Won't be so new by the time you guys are hearing this, but it's great. You know, it's nice to have these options here in town. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
You got the biggest little sessions with Bozzy and Nesta, and is the Inner Club still going on? I haven't seen one in a minute.
Yeah, no, they were doing it. They I mean, they had a whole season. Glass Tongue was supposed to be the season finale, but we never got hit up. Even though we won it from the. It's been December will be a year since we won that. Yeah.
Well, now you got fucking Soundcheck with Wig.
Exactly.
And I'll be over at Cashin Up.
Yeah.
But no, it's nice to have those different options, right?
Absolutely.
And it's not like they're enemies or anything like that.
No,
it's a different style, same basic idea.
Yeah, and it's a different source. It's a different, you know, there doesn't always need to be one person who does a thing. Like that's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous.
It's number one, like you said, it's completely different. Mm-hmm. Different people, different style. And it's like, why wouldn't you want to utilize all of them?
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
100%.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I agree.
Just waiting for them to do a giveaway and get lucky and we could win one.
There we go.
No, dude. So
but it was great. It was great, man.
So you did that and then you did their podcast.
Cashin' Up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was a long day at the studio there.
It was a long day,
Hill.
yeah.
Hang with the boys.
But you know what those guys, man, it doesn't feel long.
No, it goes by so quick.
Kicking it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. When I went and recorded my song and they did their little in-studio video and stuff like that, it went by so quick. But I was there for like 2 or 3 hours.
That's what I'm saying. Like all of a sudden it was like 2 a.m. I was like, oh, I gotta be up to take care of a child in a couple hours. I gotta go.
Dad mode.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
rap dadding it, dude. That's cool. No, but so let's talk about the podcast a little bit because you know we podcast.
We do.
We have, but it's different. It's completely different and
completely different
in different aspects. Obviously, right off the get, they're doing video.
Right out of the gate,
and they're doing multiple cams.
Yep.
Which it's got to be. That's so much work because this is a lot of work.
Yeah.
You know, with if you listen to the podcast, you know, when we first put up our videos, I was talking about audio drift and
yeah.
So if you have multiple cameras that you have to fucking align that with, every single clip going back and forth like
I can't imagine, man.
Dude, me neither. That's an undertaking.
They definitely.
Goddamn.
They're going big, that's for sure. And but I would expect nothing less from Wig either. You
that's
know what I
that's
mean?
what I was gonna say. It's like, well, it's not. You know, it's not. It's not unusual of them to do things professional on every level. You know, it's like if they're gonna do it, they're gonna do it the best that they can.
Exactly.
You know, which not to say we're not doing it the best we can. We could do it better if we wanted to, but fuck you.
Well, also, I think there's also that aspect of them getting into it more knowledgeable than we were getting into it, right? This was a whole new everything for us. We had no fucking idea what were happening. You know, let's just get some ring lights or whatever the case may be, you know. But like they do photo shoots and video shoots and all that shit all the time, so they already have the equipment. Like they're able, I mean,
there's a videographer there, so it's
exactly, So like but regardless, it's still a lot of work, man. So shouts to them, dude.
And I mean,
for sure.
You always run into issues.
Always.
I mean, it happens. It happened to us several times during our podcasting history so far. It just happened recently.
Yep.
I mean, Metaphysical's episode.
Yep.
If you guys watch the video, you know, you'll see the last half of it. All of a sudden it goes black. The audio's still there.
Yeah.
But the video cut out.
It's non-existent.
Sometimes it happens. Shit happens, you know?
Yep.
Especially if you're not like a video guy. You know, we're filming on iPhone.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's also the phone that you use for your normal phone. There's pictures and stuff.
Exactly.
So sometimes you're like, oh, sorry, I didn't know there's enough space.
I didn't know there was a recycle bin on your phone. I just found that out recently,
tell them about
people.
That.
Yeah. So.
Okay, so anybody that might not know this, I'm sure anybody that's listening to this probably does.
I'm sure. I'm just an idiot. I don't fucking know how to work my own phone.
You know, you delete your photos, but there's also a storage bin of all the photos you've deleted sitting in there.
Yeah.
Videos and photos. You could have 25 gigs of stuff sitting in your deleted bin.
And I did.
Yeah, exactly. And then you get rid of it, and it's gone forever. I mean, it's good because you delete it, and you're like, man, I really wish I had that video.
Yeah.
You can go back into that thing and find it.
Yeah.
But if you need space, you get rid of that shit, and you're like, oh, wow, I have 30 gigs of space now.
It makes total sense. It just, like, I don't know why I didn't think that was a thing.
I didn't know about it until a year or two ago
at
the skate park. And one of my buddies, I was like, I got rid of that clip. He's like, it's not in the recycle bin? I'm like, what?
Where the fuck is the recycle
bin? He's like, oh, I'm like, all of those are in there? Oh, shit, dude. Damn. Okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't fucking know that. You learned something new, man.
Yeah, no. So, you know, I'm excited for their podcast. You know, they already, the first episode that they released was ZP as well. They're releasing it. I don't know if they have it on YouTube, but they have it on Spotify. Okay, it is.
Yeah.
It's on YouTube. But I also know it's on Spotify. Not just audio, video as well.
Cashin' Up.
Yeah, Cashin' Up. So make sure you check that out.
Yeah, for sure. Man. Yeah. And it's great because it's still like I said, I was the second episode. They probably have more by now by the time you're hearing this. But it's cool to see like...
I might have been on it. Who knows?
You might have been on it, man.
We were supposed to be on there as a rap dads, but...
Yeah. Time...
I don't know if they have the resources with multiple mics. We have to bring ours.
Yeah, I don't know.
Does it sound good enough for Cashing Up? Does it sound good enough?
Does it sound
Hey,
good to
Wig,
you?
does it sound good to you?
No, it's cool to see like the process, right?
Yeah,
like,
absolutely. It's completely
much
different than ours.
Very well,
you know?
definitely, but very much like how we were in the beginning too, of like figuring out what the hell we're trying to do in the first place. You know, like okay,
because you have an idea.
You have
of
an
what
idea,
you want the product to be,
and then like trying to apply it, and then figure out your own thing and everything, and then just being like, I think he was definitely kind of like curious of like, well, what do you guys do? How do you do this? And I was like, well, yeah, this is what we do, but like, this is your thing, man. Like, if you want to take anything you want from us, then go for it.
Yeah.
More power to you.
He hit me up and he's like,
yeah,
as a host, how do you like do this or that? And I'm like,
right?
And I told him straight up, I was like, I'm still learning. Like,
yeah.
I try. The number one piece of advice I can give you is to let the guest talk. Mm-hmm. I still can't do that. I have a hard time doing it. Metaphysical, I think, was the best episode. And it's because I was so intrigued. I didn't want to be like, oh, yeah, I can relate to that and like try to have a conversation. I just wanted to let him storytell. And that's how it should be with every guest. But there are guests that don't talk.
It's tough.
So you have to be prepared.
Pull it out of them.
So you have to be prepared with enough questions, So I'm like, this is what I do now.
Yeah.
I research. I have a bunch of questions, a bunch of information. And if we need to go that route and try to get them to talk, because they're not really that much of a conversational guest, then you do that. Or they'll talk. Just let them talk. Just, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. I know he was like asking me that too. I was like, I don't host. June's hosts. I'm color. I'm color commentary. June's is play by play. All right. That's how like I don't host. I don't know.
And also don't be. You got to be yourself. Don't try to and that's what I told him, like, don't like try to be a host. Just be yourself.
Exactly.
Because regardless of the guest, you are the main character. It's our podcast.
Yeah.
So, but with him being the solo host, he has to have a guest. Otherwise, I don't
know. He's so fucking funny. I could watch just him.
I was going to say,
kind of like a Theo Von type situation.
He's so entertaining. Yeah. There's a few podcasts that I watch where there's just one person, or listen to, Bill Burr's podcast.
Yep.
But I feel like it would be weird to do a podcast by yourself, just like at a camera, just like talking by yourself.
Yeah,
fucking crazy.
For sure.
You're a psychopath. But he's so entertaining. He's so entertaining. He's so fucking funny, dude. Yeah. So
it's cool. It's cool to like see the process like evolve even as it's going, kind of figuring out like he was even just like no, fuck it, we're not gonna ask that one. Like moving on, you know what I mean? Like just and it's all part of the growing pains, Yeah,
absolutely.
Like I was saying, once they kind of find their footing, it's going to be so. It already is though, but like it's going to
the quality of it.
It's only going to get that much better.
The multiple cut cameras, like they're already like level professional above us by far far as the video goes. It's like we do one angle from that far away.
But like we always say, there's always room for everybody. So much love to Cashin Up.
No, definitely check them out.
Killing it.
Get some more entertainment in your life.
Fuck yeah, man.
I mean...
And you will get entertainment with Wig, man.
Yeah.
That dude's like fucking... I love him, dude.
Yeah.
He's so funny.
I don't know how other people are when they listen to podcasts, but sometimes I'm like... I'm still searching for podcasts.
Sure.
Sometimes I'm like... I don't have enough to entertain me throughout the week. Mm-hmm. So I'm like trying to find new ones. It's rare.
I had to take a break because I was running through them so quick. And I was like, I'm just going to take a break for a long time from podcasts and let them all build up. Because the worst is like finding one and it's like ongoing and there's like 2 episodes out. And it's like, I'm just going to wait for you to be done because then I'm going to listen to this. And then like a week later, I'm going to forget what happened. Mm-hmm. I'm going to have to come back to it. It's like
100%.
So
that's what I did with all like the Dr. Death ones.
Yeah.
I was like, I'll just wait for those to be done.
Exactly. So
and I'll listen to all 7 of them
in 2
days.
So I think I've been probably like 2 to 3 months. I haven't really been listening to podcasts just to like let them like replenish, The
podcasts I listen to are like a lot of comedy podcasts. Yeah. So it's like shit like this where it's like you don't have to save them up or anything like that. But I am looking for those ones that are like really good like that. Like those are far and few between the good ones that have like that are like a series. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like Serial used to do a bunch of really good ones, and obviously I still listen to Sword and Scale.
Yeah, me too. That's the one that I do still
I have
listen
Plus,
to.
though. I've had Plus for like 2 years.
I don't have Plus because I don't want to fucking give that guy my money.
It's worth it.
I guess.
I was gonna. You know what's funny is I was gonna buy that for you for Christmas last year. Hannah's like, "Is it weird?" I asked her. I was like, "Is it weird to buy my friend like a?" She's like, "I don't know. It seems weird. You're making it weird."
It wasn't weird until you made it weird.
Exactly. Yeah. But I got it, and it's worth it because you get two instead of because you get the special one, the plus, and then you get the regular one. So it's just like, all right, I needed that.
That podcast is a rare case of where I put up with him because the show is so fucking good. Like, the show is so good, but god damn it.
His extra little comments about shit is like, hey,
he's the fucking,
we don't care about how you feel.
Dude, he's the Chris Angel of podcasting, man. He's such a fucking douchebag tool. But, like, the show is so good, you know? Like, yeah, Chris Angel's fucking...
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. That's the best thing ever.
Like, Chris Angel's a fucking douchebag, but I still want to get mine for each. You know what I mean?
Holy shit, dude. I almost died right there. That's amazing.
I still want to see you pull a little baby chicken out of a lemon. I still want to see that.
Oh, my God.
But god damn, you're a fucking idiot, dude.
No, he is. He's very... I hate that he puts his personal views into the podcast. It's like this podcast has nothing to do with how you feel about libs or whatever the fuck it is you're talking about.
That's what I'm saying, man.
I hate that shit.
Yeah,
it really bothers me.
Because I'm not even like, oh, you're a bigot or whatever. Like, dude, I don't give a fuck.
That's the funniest thing I've ever heard.
Dude,
that's
him
describing, dude. Oh my God, that's so fucking perfect.
Him, Chris Angel, and Zach Bagans. They're all in one. They're in a club all together, dude. They're all together.
I was just gonna say that because me and Hannah still, dude. We watch Ghost Adventures, and all I do...
It's great.
Oh, dude, all I do is I'm just like, look, oh yeah, I bet you are going to be doing this, aren't you?
Yeah.
Like, it's me commentating, just making fun of it.
Yeah.
Me and Hannah laughing, like, and it's so entertaining. Dude, I can't stand that guy.
No, but I watch the show because the show's fucking good.
He's the most narcissistic person ever.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody else would be like, oh my God, did you hear that?
Yeah.
And then every episode he'd be like, I'm feeling something.
I know. I'm
possessed.
As soon as somebody else has an experience,
has to be the center of attention.
Exactly.
And every time I'm like, dude, this fucking guy is psycho. Imagine trying to date this guy. Dude, it's like
he's with the Holly Madison.
I don't know.
The Playboy. Yeah. She was with Hugh Hefner or whatever.
On the show, the reality show. Okay. They have the same IQ.
But like, but it's like so goddamn entertaining. The show is so good, but fuck, he is a douchebag.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Biggest douchebag.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Those like the in the further seasons, those cameras that they have where it like shows the ghost and it's like a stick figure.
Oh, I love it, like dude. That. Yeah, it's the best.
Every time I find one of the hangers for like August clothes that have the arms and then the little legs, I always shake it. I'm like, Hope, look.
There we are. There it is. It's on the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, they just did one in Dayton.
Did they? Mm-hmm. They've done a ton of stuff out in this area.
Yeah. But I mean, they just did. It was like last week.
Oh,
we just watched. It's brand new.
Because
I ask Hannah every Wednesday.
Where was it?
I don't remember what the fuck it was. A house, I think.
I'll have to look it up.
Or it was like three houses, but it was like this. I don't fucking remember what it was, but it was fucking funny, dude.
Interesting.
Because they, if you know the show, there's a guy named Billy. Mm-hmm. And he's like, we're going to give Billy a shot of whiskey. It was like a cowboy. Like
I saw some clips of that, and he was like, I want to keep drinking or whatever.
He drank 3 shots of whiskey, and they're like, I was like, dude, Billy's about to be drunk in this shit. Like, and he's like getting all, they're like, are you okay? And he's like, I want his shit. You could tell he was like, fucking, dude. I was laughing so hard. I was like, oh my God, this cannot be real life, dude. This is the cheesiest shit.
He just cracks me up when like he gets like possessed or whatever, and he's just like, I'm so fucking angry right now. I'm going to kill you. Or
it's like, okay, steroids.
I just felt like, I just had this urge to like rip your throat out with my hands.
Okay,
like,
MacGruber.
All right, dude, calm the fuck down, man. Like, yeah.
You know, it's every time they always go to the place in the daytime, and they're like, man, this is gonna be creepy tonight. It's like ghosts. If they're there, they're there. They're not gonna just be like, it's nighttime for us to come out.
Exactly.
That's not the way it works. Like, why don't you just do it in the daytime, fucko? And you know why? Because it's not as creepy unless they have night vision on. Yeah, dude. It's like this. They have this weird blueprint of how it works, and it's just worked for fucking 20 years.
Yeah.
and Aaron's my favorite guy because when he had an episode like 3 episodes ago where he's like, I bring snacks all the time, pulls out a fucking string cheese out of his vest.
Yeah.
I was like, I fucking love this guy.
I love him because it's like he's like in fucking Clerks, where he's like, I'm not even supposed to be here. You know what I mean? Like, he wasn't even supposed to be one of the adventurers. He was just like
a camera dude.
Yeah, camera dude. Yeah. The next thing, and like the poor guy's just always getting shit on constantly, dude. It's just like,
go in there. Aaron, go in there. Yeah. They always put him in every room.
That's what I'm saying, dude. I would like, that's always my thing. I always crack up about.
He's
I was like,
the funniest,
fucking poor
dude.
Aaron.
I was like, I'll go find ghosts if you bring cheese sticks.
That's what, like, that's the thing that cracks me up too, is he always sends people to do like the real creepy shit. And then he acts like what he's going to do is like the most terrifying thing. Yeah. He's like, no, you go ahead and, lay in this grave with this fucking casket. I'm going to go over here and sit in the car and wait for fucking alien or something. You know what I mean?
Wait for see if handprints come on the windows.
Yeah. And then he'll get possessed in there. Well, meanwhile, fucking Aaron is spooning a dead body. Like, what is happening here?
Yeah, dude. It's crazy how much of a narcissist he is, though. Like, anytime he has to be the center of attention.
He does, man.
And I point that out to Hannah, and she's like, yeah, I know. I'm like, but do you really see how fucking crazy it is? Like,
dude.
He's a psychopath.
Especially, like, in the early seasons with, like, the Ed Hardy and, like, the fucking,
dude. When he would take his shirt off and show his back tattoo. Yeah. He had that one episode, he's like, you see my tattoo? Yeah. You don't like my tattoo? Scratch me on my tattoo. Yeah. It's like, bro, we know you have a tattoo. Put your shirt on. Oh my god. You're in a fucking well.
I think I read somewhere too where like before they did that, like he was like a wedding DJ. Which is perfect, right?
Yeah, he's like he's the dude. He is the Wish version of Pauly D.
Yeah, so if I remember
which you can't get worse than Pauly D. You can. Zach Baggins.
If I remember correctly, Nick, the dude who was originally on it, right?
Yes.
Nick, Zach, and Aaron, right? He met Zach because Zach was the wedding at his Zach was the DJ at his wedding, and that's how they met.
He's like, hey man, I know this hotel we can go to.
They're just like
it's
talking
shut down
like,
and haunted.
Guess what, dude? I don't want this to freak you out or anything, but like I'm really into ghosts.
Me too.
Yeah. I got a tattoo on my back. Do you want to see it?
And no? Aaron's like, I got a camera.
Cool.
Just high as shit eating cheese sticks at the wedding. I brought my own string cheese.
I love it. And I do the same thing. I just fucking shit on them
I'm
the whole
sure
time.
You've seen the very first video that ever made them famous.
Yeah.
It was the Goldfield Hotel. Where there's like
throws the brick or whatever.
Boards and flying and shit. Like, and that was back in the day, you know what I'm saying? But it's like half of the shit they show on there, I'm like, that's not a sound.
Yeah, no, it's like
look at this thing that was on the screen. It's an orb.
Yeah,
I'm like, no, it's not. You guys put that in there. It's not real.
Well, and I mean, who knows? It could be, but like, it's not like it's fine. I'm not watching it to see any conclusive proof of ghosts or aliens. I'm watching it to make fun of you, really.
And that's the thing. Yeah. The commentary is great. What's that one show where they used to make fun of all the movies? It was like all the characters. In the front.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Space Odyssey 2000,
something like that. Yeah,
something like that. Something Science 2000.
Yeah,
that's exactly what it's like. Like.
Yeah. Movie
science theater.
Okay, yeah, there we go.
There you go. You got it. Yes, that's exactly what it's like. It's like, is there a new episode on? I'm not gonna be scared, but I'm gonna fucking make some good jokes.
Exactly. So the show itself is great in part because of him, but not for the reasons he wants it to be. Right?
No.
So same thing with like Chris Angel. I don't like. You're a fucking douchebag tool, but like it's a good show, man. I want to get some mind freaked. Same thing with Sword and Scale.
I'm more of a David Blaine man.
Same rules apply. Same rules apply. He's right there with them. Dude, I think any magician is right there in that camp.
Well,
you know
when he went on Joe Rogan and was stabbing his arms and shit, Joe Rogan was like, "Stop. Please stop!" Like grossing him out. That's not magic, man.
No, that's just know self-mutilation.
You know the part of your arm where you're not going to bleed if you put a fucking ice pick through it.
Did you see that? I think it's like recently.
It's not magic.
I think it's like it's been like recently circulating around, but like where he's like at Harrison Ford's house or whatever, and he's like asking him to like doing the whole card thing. There's like a lemon, and he's like, "All right, what was your card?" He's like, "A 9 of hearts." He's like, "All right, take that lemon. Turn it long ways. Go ahead and cut into it." And then he pulls out the card out of the fucking lemon, and Harrison Ford kind of like looks at it. It shows it to probably his wife or something, and then looks back at it, and he looks at him. He's all, "Get the fuck out of my house." I was all, yeah, exactly. So that's what I would do too. Like, no, man,
Harrison Ford's a goat.
Yeah, you're gonna come into my house and fucking mind freak me? I don't think so. This is where I live, dude.
Hey, man, I paid for this lemon, you fucking dick.
Exactly. What did you do to this lemon to get the fucking card in there?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, all right, dude. Hey, you want to get strangled right now? I got 7 security guards. I'm gonna.
Right? Exactly. So I'm fucking Han Solo. God damn it. I'm Indiana Jones. You're gonna pull this shit in my house,
dude. That I love Harrison Ford. He's a shit, dude. Oh man.
But yeah, it's Mike Boudet right there in the same camp with those.
No,
idiots.
he is very much. He's so very much cheesy.
But the show's good. It's a good show. I'm not gonna lie.
He's a very good host. The way he describes most of the stuff when he doesn't have his little comments in there.
Yeah.
Like the older episodes are fucking
great.
amazing,
yeah,
dude.
So
like,
good.
Very much so. That's the reason that it was so popular. It's the one. There's nothing else that can really compare to it as far as the way that he does the stories. Because you know what's funny is I'll listen to I watch it like it's now a podcast, but it was a YouTube series. It's called That Chapter. Mm-hmm. And it's like this Irish dude. Okay. And it's a bunch of the same stories. And he's really intriguing too. He's really intriguing, but just doesn't hit the way that it does, you know, with the music and the effects. And it's so good. It's done very, very well. Yeah. It always has been. And that's the reason that I got Plus. That's the reason that I pay the $4 a month for it. It's just because the extra 3 episodes or whatever it is a month, I'm just like, oh, thank you.
And it's not even like oh, and then he did this. Like, what a fucking idiot. You know, like, I'm fine with all that. It's when you fucking interject yourself into the middle of it.
Your personal opinions about things that are not relevant to it.
No.
Like, recently, And
it's like
he'll say political things and shit. And it's like,
I'm not here for that guy.
No, and he's like,
and I don't think he would be the person I would go to
because they're right wing. It's like,
yeah, exactly.
That has nothing to do with this lady getting her head chopped off.
No, exactly, right?
Fuck.
But it goes to show that like it. So like obviously like David Blaine, Chris Angel, or whatever, you took them out, whatever. Then it's dead because obviously they're the entire show. Yeah. But if you took Zach Bagans out of Ghost Adventures, it wouldn't be nearly as entertaining.
No,
you already proved if you take Mike Boudet out of Sword and Scale, it's garbage because they did that.
The Monstro thing or whatever.
Remember there was Monstro was all right. I like that one.
I didn't. I thought it was trash.
It was fine.
It was over dramatic. It was
definitely
over
dramatic.
Fine. I was like, yeah.
But when he went through his whole little getting canceled,
and they had
the lady. They had some lady on there, right? Yeah, okay, and it was just not good.
No,
it was like So it's like. That show doesn't exist without him.
No.
But and rightfully so. It's he created it, you know?
He's the originator of the whole fucking true crime podcasting spur. Like he was the first of it.
He was the first. I think Serial was shortly after, but he beat Serial to market. Yeah. But just like shut the fuck up, you know?
We don't need your extra added fucking
All it is
commentary.
is those types of people who buy in and believe in their own hype.
Oh, 100%.
That's all it is. Like he was the first.
Too much.
He got way he's puts himself up on that pedestal and everything. Yeah,
and he's like he's also like an unattractive bald man.
Yeah.
Too. He's not like a handsome dude.
No.
Like he sounds like he might be a handsome guy or something.
Yeah.
Then you see him and you're like, oh.
Yeah.
You're like.
You look like a thumb.
You look like the uglier version of Joe Rogan, which is hard to do because that guy looks like a fucking big toe.
So with that being said, you make a fucking great show.
Amazing.
God, like you just seem to really suck as a person.
He seems like not someone you want to have at a party.
No,
at
just
all.
Like know it all, fucking
always bringing the mood down about some shit. Like,
exactly.
Okay. All right. Have a good night. Well,
if these liberals weren't fucking, blah, blah,
exactly.
Blah.
Exactly.
It's very like, and then the people who call in, he puts the phone calls at the end nowadays or whatever. Like, it just gives me like, they all are like MAGA people. I feel
100%. And it's mostly women.
Yeah. And it's
who
always
like him.
Thanks for fucking.
They're attracted to him.
Thanks for telling all those goddamn
people
or
exactly how
or whatever
you feel about it.
Yeah.
It's like this has nothing to do with the episode.
No.
It's you just being like showing, oh, I'm getting praise.
Listen,
it's weird.
Like you said, I'm trying to listen to the story about this lady getting her head chopped off. I don't give a single fuck about how you feel about the current political climate. You know, I just don't.
Her boyfriend that had meth psychosis has nothing to do with the left wing or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean?
Stop adding that extra shit in there. It's like he's taking these weird little shots.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's like, it's
That's
not
exactly
relevant. And it's like, yeah, no, I agree 100%.
Yeah.
And I didn't notice it until a couple months ago when you're like, oh man. And I'm like, okay. And immediately the next episode, I was like, oh. Yeah. It was like 3 times in one episode. And I was like, oh my God. And it's every episode now.
Exactly.
And now I'm like, I wonder how long he's been doing this. And I didn't notice it.
It's been a long time.
But
pretty much since the whole like canceling thing happened. Since then,
the Plus episodes are a little bit better, I think. The reason I think this is they're a little bit more gory. You got to pay for them and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
A little bit more detailed.
Yeah.
And I can't, because they all start to blend together when you listen to them all the time.
Exactly, yeah.
I can't, but I feel like they might be a little bit less intrusive of his own personal shit. But that's the reason I like the newer one that I sent you.
I was just about to say the Sword and Scale Nightmares is great because he doesn't do that. And he just fucking tells the story.
It's
and
30
it's
minutes, done, quick, super gory.
Yeah.
Real. You're like, man, I fucking don't want to go
Because he's
outside.
got a great voice, man, and his great narration, everything.
He knows how to storytell. Yeah, he's great at it, but
He just seems to really suck as a person.
yeah, no, when he's like, well, when you get divorced, and it's like, well, I wonder why your fucking wife divorced you. You're probably fucking terrible to be married to. Can't imagine like having to live with you.
Yeah.
I have a hard time listening to you for.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. I got an hour, man. I got an hour to fucking do this.
It's like, I got to stop and take a break from you.
Exactly. Yeah.
No, it's
great show though. Great show.
I do like it. If you guys like true crime, Sword and Scale, if you don't know what it is.
The OG.
There's all types of fucking weird, creepy shit that'll make you feel weird. If you're a parent, there's some shit on there that I can't, I have to stop it.
Yeah, there's,
and I can't listen to
those other ones. That's one thing I don't like either. He took like a ton of his back catalog and put it behind a paywall too, which is like, like do your extra content, sure, but like,
not the shit that was already released.
Yeah, exactly.
That's just bullshit.
Yeah,
but
whatever.
Yeah. Anyways, our podcast is better. Make sure you subscribe to it.
Fuck yeah,
give us a 5-star rating and review.
Yes.
Because if you're listening to this, it might be the last one ever, or we might have a bunch more. The only way to tell is by giving us a 5-star rating and review.
Yeah.
And also subscribing to our YouTube.
If we do continue it, we will not release another episode until we have 1,000 5-star reviews.
There we go. I think we have 13 right now.
So that shouldn't be an issue then. Just fucking.
And also, we won't continue unless we have 100 subscribers on YouTube.
There we go.
We're like 40.
Bam. That's not an issue right there at all.
And that should be really fucking easy.
Yeah.
Considering we have like 400 Instagram followers, a little portion of you should be able to go over there and go ahead and like it, follow it.
While we're at it, what else should we request? What else should we hold ransom for another episode?
Well, make sure if you don't follow either of us on like Spotify or Apple Music, follow our music, because we both are solo artists.
Yeah.
Very much so. I think I announced it earlier, like this year, but working on 2 EPs myself.
Yep.
They'll be released sometime. You're featured on one of the songs with Elsewhere. Yeah. I'm sure he's going to be working on music. He's always doing stuff. He has a new song. It's a brand new song.
I do. I'm stashing it though until I got a couple more.
Yeah, 5 years from now, you guys will hear it.
No, it won't be. It won't be that long this time. I just want to have probably like 3 in the bank before I
there you go
let them into the wild.
But make sure you follow us on Instagram, at the Rap Dad Podcast, because that's going to stay alive, obviously. That way we can communicate with you guys and figure out what we're going to do and let you guys know if we're going to continue. And the only way for us to really feel like if we should continue and we should do this endeavor is if you guys support us, which you have been. But we need you to continue.
Let's
amp it up.
Each person to Zell us $10.
I don't have Zelle, but you can hit me up on Venmo.
Cash App, Venmo.
Venmo.
We're just playing. Don't send us money.
Absolutely not. Don't send me anything. Just like, subscribe, follow us. Because, if this works out, we might have artists like Greaves or maybe Murs or something like that. We've played with all these artists. They're rap dads. We have connections with them. Everybody has a laptop.
We should throw like a big name out there just to like get it hyped up, like
Oh, I'd love to
Like,
do it with atmosphere.
Well,
I'll put that out there.
Like, let's do like get them hooked. Be like, oh, we could pull off like an Eminem interview or something, you know?
Oh, well, that's going to be the first one.
Yeah. So if you guys want that Eminem interview, run the numbers up.
You better do all the likes and subscribes and follows.
His manager's been bothering us like crazy lately. So, you know.
Yeah, you better do it. But hey, and if it doesn't work out, and this is the last episode, we love you guys, and it's been fucking awesome.
Very much so.
Super awesome.
Yeah. Thank you for all the support. For everything, man. It's been if this is the end, then it was a great
fucking
ride, man.
Cool.
Yeah.
You know, we wanted to do it for a long time. We finally did it.
Yeah.
And it's been really fucking awesome.
Yes.
More than anything is to hang out with you all the time.
Yeah.
Because when you're a dad,
you gotta have reasons.
Number one,
you know?
And you know, we used to party a lot. You don't party at all.
I don't.
You know, we're fathers, so this is a good reason for us to hang out.
Exactly.
And vent and talk to each other and stay connected. So
exactly.
More than anything, it's cool hanging out with you, man.
100%.
And I'll see you in Utah, motherfucker.
Fuck yeah.
We out.
Peace.